Easy women's spares for sure.
Excuse me. Did you
There's free water upstairs.
I hear Adriana's walking.
I brought some tissues in case it was emotional.
Test one, two, test one, two, test one, two, test one, two. The levels. Hold on. We have been out of the studio for a long periodical of days. Let's check this level again. Okay, that's more like it. That's more likely. Let me check these applauses. Let's get this going again. These applauses. I feel it in the right hole and in the ear hole too. Okay, let's go. One more time. Good evening. Oh my gosh, we meet again. Finally, the AI bitch reached out to me during the day and said, Mr. Pro, the internet is back at your domicile. Thank you. I was getting ready to title today. This morning, I was like, okay, it's going to be titled Day 4. Day 4 of this atrocity, this horrific state. No, all kidding aside, I'm glad to have the internet back, but let me tell you, this little tornado storm thing that went down, it got everybody flooded out. Poles went down, and now everybody, and Miss View, if you reached out to me, I am fine, Miss View. She tagged me on a CVS news clipping about the building that's all the way down in 3rd Avenue, all the way on the east side, nowhere near where I be stomping and shit. But the situation is not very good looking, ladies and gentlemen. They have a whole bunch of blocks and the radius of avenues and blocks closed down because they are concerned that, pancake. These buildings, literally, they share walls. So if one collapses, then the structure of the other ones on the left and the right could potentially, and also across the street and behind, could be, so all square all around. The structure of all the other buildings can also be compromised. So they evacuated a whole bunch of it. Listen, New York City does not stop taking it. It was just last week when we had Batman and Catwoman scaling the Empire State Building. Then we got hit with a salacious heat wave that made you reconsider life and join some type of religion so you don't have to be in the cauldrons of hell whenever you depart. Where I'm pretty certain that Mitch McConnell is right now currently stewing. Yeah, I said that. Stewing. Mitch McConnell and his racism and bias. And his Conhai whore wife is still in mainland in China. The mainland of China. Okay. She over there, saki long time. Me make you come real quick right now. Okay. Anyway, if you have stumbled upon my channel, this is what I've had to hold back for the last 3 nights because we had no internet, and my phone internet connection was not stable enough either because the storm knocked out a whole bunch of poles, and the electric people said, y'all gonna hold on and wait. So, but we are good. We're back up. I cannot wait to come live in the flesh. Friday night, maybe we'll pop a bottle, we'll have some drinks and do something relaxing, let our hair down end of the week. I'll think about it. Anyway, tonight we have a confession, and I have titled this one The Supply Closet. But this person named it something else. Okay, here we go. I stole office supplies from my job for 2 years and just quietly returned everything. The remorse. For about 2 years, I took stuff from the supply closet at work. Pens, notebooks, printer paper, even a few USB drives. Way more than I ever needed for personal use. I told myself it was fine because, quote, the company doesn't care, end of quote. But the truth is, I just like getting free stuff and never gave it a second thought. I got a thief. A thief. I mean, you could at least use the excuse that you're working from home. I digress. Last month, a coworker was written up for, quote, inventory shrinkage. What? They do that? In our department. Let me read that again. I shouldn't have broken up right there. Last month, a coworker was written up for inventory shrinkage in our department, and it occurred to me that it was probably partly due to what I've been doing. I feel sick about it. Over the past few weeks, I've been slowly buying replacement supplies out of my own pocket and restocking the closet a little at a time so it doesn't look suspicious. I haven't told anyone what I did, and I don't think I ever will, but I needed to admit it somewhere. It was a small thing that I never thought about seriously until it actually affected someone else, and I regret not thinking about it sooner. Somebody says, please stop spending your money refilling the closet. I promise no one cares. Somebody else says, yeah, take it to the grave. If returning stuff gives you peace, leave it at that. Telling anyone won't make you feel better, and it will probably make a worse situation. End of the day, it is what it is. Take it as a lesson and move on. So, 1 month, your coworker will be written down for inventory shrinkage, which means they have done an audit. Now, next time they do an audit, they are going to have extra supplies they never accounted for. That is more suspicious than items going missing. Somebody says, take this as a lifelong lesson and never speak a word of it to anyone at your job. You broke a bad cycle. You paid your idiot tax by buying the replacement out of pocket, and you corrected the inventory. Keep your head down. Keep making it right. And let that initial feeling of being sick to your stomach serve you as your permanent compass moving forward. Somebody says, and then I'm going to give my 2 cents on this whole situation. The thing is, you did this over a 2-year period to repurchase the items you took and replace them now will throw off any inventory count anyway. Someone is keeping track, and what you took probably wasn't enough to trigger any internal flags. Your coworker, however, obviously was. You're not actually doing yourself any favors by replacing things now. And one of the jobs that I have, I was a manager of like the administration, and I was in charge of ordering supplies. And it was a pretty large company. I think it was like 400, 500 people packed into 3 floors. Okay, so you do the math in a building in New York City. How we used to control the inventory, because, People say, "Oh, it's just a paper clip here, it's just a stapler here," but when you are involved in the finance portion of it and the ordering and stuff like that, like and the budgeting, like I will budget like $200,000 worth in supplies for the year, 200,000. 200,000. Now you would think like, why so much? Well, copy paper alone got me close to like 90,000 out of the 200,000. Copy paper for an office of 3 floors that saw a lot of people in the service that they provide. So what we used to do is we used to have everything on the lock and key, right? When somebody would get hired, somebody new will get hired, and you set up their station will already have your staple, your, all kind of like the station comes with everything, your staple, your pair of scissors, your box of this, back like that. And if they need anything, they needed to see the office manager in the mornings. We had like a specific time. You could either go in the morning as soon as the office open, or you can go in the evening, in the afternoon, like kind of like the end of the day, you setting yourself up for the next day. And the office manager will be the one to distribute to you, like, okay, I need some envelopes. So you will go down there and ask the office manager, and in the supply closet, they will provide you with whatever you need. And then that's how they keep in track. And I think that was the best way to prevent people from, slowly dropping a whole fucking staple and pay copy printer and copy paper and all that into their book bags and walking out of the establishment with it. So the fact, and then sometimes when shit would run out, like the office manager would like, we ran out, and we ain't getting no more until next month. Like it is what it is. Like we ran out. Another thing is being able to. So I blame the situation on the internal controls and the accounting of it all, because if you have a company or an organization and they have different departments, different floors or whatever, or different units, you should have a dedicated budget for each one. And so if a particular department needed X types of let's say paper for certificates or whatever, that they will order it through the office manager, but the office manager will charge it back to the department. And if it's something that is not available in the supply closet, it was a special order that the head of that department will have to approve for that item. So, there's definitely ways to control the inventory and to keep track of the inventory. That right there just sounds like poor control, poor management of it. That's just one level, because it's twofold. The other fold is the dishonesty of the person that confessed to us that they were pretty much stealing from their job, and for no apparent reason, because they didn't even need the supplies at home. That not only speaks to me as far as the lack of honesty, but it almost triggers. It's something wrong with you. It's something. It makes me think like it's something wrong with you. Like it's something's not clicking. That you're stealing from your job, and you don't even use the shit that you're stealing. Like that right there that's something else. And it'll start with a paper clip. Next thing you know, she robbing the bank. And taking hostages, and on the CBS News tonight. You know what I mean? The NYPD used to tell the recruits when they got hired, they used to tell you that if you were on the beat, that's when you are just walking the street on the beat. The freshmen, that's why they put them on the beat, and the ones that are training and all that, the beat. For a couple of years before you can get inside a car. But so you're just walking around the projects, the bodega, whatever. They used to tell you that never take a free cup of coffee anywhere, from the bodega, from the Dunkin' Donuts to Starbucks. If the owners want to give it to you, you always give them $1 so that there's an exchange of money, because they say that free cup of coffee in that neighborhood is gonna end you being part of a murder. That's what they said. A murder or a larger crime. Because then they have something over you. And remember them free cups of coffee that I always give you? Oh, we just need you to look this other way as I, assassinate this neighborhood person. Now, why did I go there? I don't remember. I don't remember. Wow. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in such a height right now that the internet is back. You don't understand how it's just been. It's been a nightmare. I've not been able to do the banking. I've not been able to look at the books. I've not been able to do a whole bunch because I could not catch up on Beyond the Gates. It's just treacherous. It was treacherous, but we're back, and the internet is stronger than ever right now. So I want to thank you guys for coming through. I will be back tomorrow. We do this every night. Every night we do this. Please make sure you hit that like button and that you come through again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Oh my God, thank God it's Thursday already. Yeah, no, tomorrow's Wednesday. Oh, no. Why did I think it was Thursday? I thought it was Thursday and I'm already salivating because I'm going to have a nice cold glass of champagne on Friday. I'm going to come live and my hair is going to be all nice and salacious and I'm going to be just laughing and enjoying the music and the lights but we still got 2 more days to get through. So anyway, if you're in New York City, be safe. Yo, it's New York, concrete jungle. It's crazy, right? Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. See you tomorrow. Peace.